Intro. Hey philosophers of life. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the art of living wisely. Today we're tackling a topic that hits home for anyone striving to live authentically. How to master your life by ignoring toxic influences. We all encounter people who drain our energy, derail our dreams, or pull us away from our true selves. But here's the good news. Philosophy gives us tools to rise above. In this video, we'll explore 6 types of toxic people you need to sidestep, with practical strategies rooted in wisdom to protect your peace and purpose. Ready to reclaim your life? Let's dive in, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more insights to live better. Type 1. The Energy Vampire. The Energy Vampire. These are the folks who leave you feeling drained after every interaction. They might complain endlessly, focus on the negative, or demand your attention without giving back. Philosophically, they disrupt your eudaimonia, your flourishing life, by sapping the vitality you need to thrive. Think of Socrates, who urged us to examine our lives. Energy vampires distract us from that self-reflection. Here's how to handle them. Protect your energy. Channel Epicurus, who taught that pleasure comes from simplicity and moderation. Limit time with energy vampires to preserve your mental clarity. 2. Set clear boundaries. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius remind us to control what we can, politely decline excessive demands with a simple, "I need to focus on my priorities right now." Redirect the conversation. When they start venting, steer the talk to neutral or positive topics. Ask, "What's something good happening for you?" to shift the vibe. Practice detachment. Detach emotionally, as the Stoics advise. Recognize their negativity is their burden, not yours, and let it pass like a cloud. Type 2. The Doubter. Next, we have the doubter, someone who casts shadows on your aspirations. They question your goals, saying things like, "That's too big for you," or "Why bother?" Philosophically, they challenge your authenticity, what Heidegger called being toward possibility. They pull you into inauthenticity, away from your potential. Here's how to ignore them. Affirm your vision. Nietzsche's idea of the will to power encourages embracing your inner drive. Write down your goals daily to stay grounded in your purpose. Limit their input. Politely acknowledge their doubts with, "I appreciate your perspective, but I'm committed to my path." Then move on. Seek evidence. Use Aristotle's emphasis on reason. Gather facts or examples of others who've succeeded in similar pursuits to counter their skepticism. Surround yourself with builders. Find people who uplift you, as Plato's dialogues show the value of constructive discourse. Their support will drown out the doubters. Type 3. The Controller. Third, the Controller. These people try to dictate your choices, from your career to your values, often under the guise of helping. Philosophically, they threaten your autonomy, which Kant saw as the cornerstone of moral freedom. They want to shape your life to fit their vision, not yours. Here's how to deal with them. Assert your autonomy. Kant's "Dare to Know" urges you to trust your own reasoning. Calmly state your decisions like, "This is what I've chosen for myself." Question their motives. Ask, "Why do you feel I should do this?" This forces them to reflect on their intentions, exposing any overreach. Delay commitments. When pressured, say, "I'll consider it and get back to you." This buys time to evaluate their suggestions against your values. Distance. Strategically, if they persist, reduce contact. Sartre's existentialism reminds us we're free to choose our influences. Choose those who respect your freedom. Type 4. The Judgmental Critic. Fourth, the Judgmental Critic. These individuals constantly point out your flaws or past mistakes, boxing you into a narrative of failure. From a philosophical lens, they undermine Aristotle's idea of striving for the mean, a balanced, virtuous life, by focusing on your shortcomings. Here's how to sidestep them. Reframe their criticism. Use Stoic reframing, as Epictetus taught. View their words as opinions, not truths, and let them slide off you. Focus on growth. Aristotle's virtue ethics emphasize becoming your best self. Reflect on how you're improving, not on their judgments. Respond with clarity. If their criticism stings, say, "I'm working on myself and I value constructive feedback." This sets a boundary without escalating. Choose your circle. Surround yourself with people who see your potential, not your past. As Confucius said, good company fosters good character. Type 5, the envious rival. Fifth, the envious rival. These people resent your success or happiness, often subtly, undermining you with backhanded compliments or passive-aggressive remarks. Philosophically, they embody Nietzsche's concept of ressentiment, a bitterness that poisons both them and you if you let it. Here's how to handle them. Don't internalize their envy. Recognize their behavior stems from their own insecurities, not your worth. As Spinoza taught, focus on what brings you joy. Celebrate your wins privately. Share your successes selectively to avoid triggering their envy. Keep some victories for yourself or trusted allies. Respond with kindness. Disarm them with positivity, as the Stoics suggest. A simple, "I'm grateful for where I am," can neutralize their negativity. Limit exposure. If their envy is toxic, reduce interactions. Existentialists like Camus remind us to live authentically, free from others' resentment. Type 6, the anchor. Finally, the anchor, someone who holds you back from growth, often by clinging to old versions of you or resisting your change. Philosophically, they conflict with Heraclitus's idea that change is the only constant. They want you static, but life demands evolution. Here's how to move forward. Embrace your evolution. Reflect on Heraclitus's wisdom and accept that growth is natural. Journal about how you've changed and why it matters. Communicate your journey. Share your growth calmly, saying, "I'm becoming the person I need to be," to set expectations. Learn from resistance. Use their pushback as a mirror, as Jung might suggest. What does their resistance reveal about your path? Use it to refine your direction. Let go if needed. If they refuse to accept your growth, distance yourself. As Sartre said, you're responsible for your own existence. Don't let anchors weigh you down. Outrow. And there you have it. 6 types of toxic people and philosophical strategies to ignore them, freeing you to live a life of purpose and authenticity. Ignoring these influences isn't about cutting people out coldly. It's about protecting your journey toward wisdom and flourishing. As Plato said, we are twice armed if we fight with faith. So arm yourself with these tools and keep moving forward. Now, I want to hear from you. In the comments, share which type of toxic person you're dealing with and how you plan to handle them. If this video resonated, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for more philosophy to live better. Check out the card above for our next video on building a life of meaning with the right people. See you next time, philosophers.